Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Slightly different background. It's been really hard to find somewhere with like nice lighting, so I decided to go outside. Hopefully the pool water isn't too distracting for you all, but it is really nice and I'm enjoying the relaxation as well. So today I'm going to be giving you a bit of a Chelsea news, Chelsea update about a couple of incomings and outgoings that we could see before the end of the summer transfer window. So before we get into that, if you like this video, if you've been liking my content, I've been posting a lot recently, please drop this video a like, sub to the channel as well. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So first one, the breaking news of today was that Conor Gallagher looks like he could be set to leave Chelsea, not because the player wants to leave, but because Chelsea have set a price for him. They are not unhappy to see him go. They're willing to basically let him leave for the right price. That right price is around £50 million. It's been reported today that West Ham have made a bid for Conor Gallagher for £40 million. We know that they have just received a lot of money for Declan Rice as well. So it's interesting to me because Chelsea have already sold so many of their midfield players. Conor Gallagher is somebody who is really tenacious, going to give you 110%. He was the only player to complete 90 minutes versus Brighton. And I really see him as a Mauricio Pochettino player. I think that he could do well in the system. And not to mention, like I said, Chelsea have already lost so many midfielders, so we could really use the numbers there because it's looking a little bit thin. On top of that, Conor Gallagher is Premier League proven. He's a homegrown talent as well, which is extremely valued. His preference has always been to stay at Chelsea. We know his family are supporters of Chelsea, lifelong fans as well, and he's not pushing to leave. But there have been rumors that Chelsea have made it more or less explicitly clear, or maybe not haven't tried to hide the fact that Conor Gallagher would be put up for sale. Pochettino recognizes Conor Gallagher's ability to be a valuable contributor to the team, so we're going to have to see how this one plays out. But at this point in time, it's looking to me more like Chelsea are going to sell Conor Gallagher rather than him staying. The next topic of transfer news is Michael Olise, 21-year-old right winger attacker from Crystal Palace. He's also been linked with a move to a club. It appears that he potentially has a £35 million release clause in there. He's been on the radar for Chelsea and also for Manchester City. And according to reports, Chelsea have made an opening offer in order to try to get more favorable payment terms for him, but they are inquiring about him because he did pick up an injury last month, so that's of course going to be something that they take into consideration before buying another player. Like I mentioned, right sider, winger, attacker, really strong. He got 11 assists for Crystal Palace last season, and for me that's even more, I don't want to say surprising, but it's even more valuable maybe, because I think that it's super impressive to be providing goal contributions in a team when they're struggling, similar to how Harry Kane kind of broke his record last season for the amount of goals that he scored in that struggling Tottenham side. I think that with Crystal Palace basically fighting against relegation at one point, and we're trying to stay up, the fact that he was still able to shine in that team really speaks a lot about him. So I think that this could potentially be a very interesting signing for Chelsea. Would love to see him under Poch, so we'll have to see how that story develops as well. And the final one, the one that has turned into the transfer saga of Chelsea summer at least, is Moises Caicedo. So talks have been stalling apparently. They've been being dragged out the entire transfer window. Pochettino, of course, wants the players into his team with the preseason so that he can coach them and train them before the Premier League starts. And we're getting really close. We're just 3 or so weeks out until Chelsea's game versus Liverpool on the opening day of the season, talks have been stalling. So Chelsea have seen their latest offer of around 70-ish million pounds rejected by Brighton. It's reported that Brighton are looking for around 100 million pounds, and Chelsea basically paid that for Enzo Fernandez. We know that they paid a real premium for Cucurella as well last summer. So Brighton probably know that they can stick firm and try to get that money for Caicedo, especially since he just signed a new contract with them back in March. So Caicedo wants the move. He's made his interest he's shown his interest to Brighton and told them, hey, can I go to Chelsea? And he really wants the move, but they've replied, you can leave if we get the right price. We know that Brighton don't mess around in terms of negotiating and really sticking to their valuation. So now it's really getting to the time. Do Chelsea push? Do they go for another bid, or do they start to try to move on and see if they can secure somebody else? In my opinion, one way or another, the saga has to get closed soon, and Chelsea really, really, really need a defensive midfielder, because I think that in the team currently, that is the one place where there's a gaping hole that we need to fill desperately. So hopefully Chelsea can, if not get this deal done, get a similar player in. I really like Moises Caicedo. I think that he would fit right in and provide that coverage. I think that him and Enzo as a partnership is going to allow Enzo to get the best out of his game as well, because he won't have to sit back as much. He can go forward and really contribute more to the attack. So I'm really hoping that this deal gets done, but I don't know if Chelsea are going to be willing to pay 100 million pounds for Moises Caicedo when they have just bid around 70. So that will be something interesting to continue watching over the next couple of weeks of the transfer window as well. Those are the three big names that Chelsea have been linked with in the past day or so. Of course, we know that the transfer window and transfer news is constantly changing. Try to keep you as up to date as possible with all of that is going on. And yeah, that's basically it for Chelsea transfer news. What are your thoughts about everything? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Chelsea should sell Conor Gallagher? How are you feeling about that? What about OLISE and Caicedo? Do you think that we're going to get these deals done as well? I think it could be super, super interesting, and hopefully Chelsea can get their business done. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. Up there's like bugs flying around, and let me know if the sound is okay. Like, I really hope that it is. Hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, whatever time you're watching this, and until next time, I'm out. Bye.